Okay. It is March 26th. Actually, it's Monday already. It's like midnight. Sunday night, March 26th, here in Taichung, at my dad's house. And it's been a pretty long day. Last night we were at my uncle's house while they were. The water had been cut off in this building where my dad's apartment is. And so we spent the night at uncle's house in some place called Salu, I think. It's about 45 minutes drive northeast of where the old part of Taichung where we are. Um, and we went to, in the morning, we went to clean the Say family tomb, which apparently is the same tomb we had been to before, but I hadn't realized that all the ancestors were in it. So let me just switch over to Lightroom and I can do a little show and tell here. Let's see, where is that going to be? Let's go to Mac full screen. And there's Lightroom. There's a picture of my dad reclining in his chair. We went to 7-Eleven. We had left the house at 9:30. That was the plan. And we were going to meet the rest of the family up in at the cemetery. But there was a bunch of little kids, like the rest of my cousins. So they were delayed by quite a bit. So we hung out at 7-Eleven because it was actually pretty cold. It was like maybe 50 degrees out. And so there's a sweep around the 7-Eleven that we're in, taking pictures of stuff. And then I got stared at by the clerk. Yeah, it's typical 7-Eleven. And then I just took a picture, I think, of this. I'm going to play. This is just, they have all these counting streets, pedestrian walk signs. I just thought those are cool. And is this what I think it is? I'm just reacting really slow. This is we're actually walking around the cemetery. So terrible. A lot of cars there. This is like a 20 or 30-year-old cemetery, and I think this weekend a lot of people are here cleaning the tombs. Okay, this is I guess the Say family. This is dead. This is Rose Bush. So this is the Say family tomb. Dad explained what these inscriptions said before. And so one of the things you do is that you clean the tomb. This is like a way of paying respect to ancestors. And so this has not only the cremated remains of Mom, but also of Uncle William, who passed away, I want to say like 10 years ago. Also, grandmother, grandfather, and I think one other relative in the grand generation. So here, I think Dad's explaining what these inscriptions mean. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. Chapter 3, verse 11. God has made everything beautiful in its time and also these characters here in the middle, these are like the Shea family green pasture. And this green piece. Green piece. So it's a way of describing green pasture is the water. Instead of grave. Instead of like saying grave. That sounds nicer. Peace. Psalm 23rd. So that's what it started sort of kind of a fashion. So other people started doing it. This is the restaurant we went to afterwards. It's right opposite of the 7-Eleven we were at before. big buffet area. I think I walked around and just to get a sense of it, like freaking people out. A lot of different kinds of food. Let's see. Yeah, this was a beef restaurant, and so they had these beef and pork patties there. They put the preheated skillets on there. Then they throw these really gristly beef pieces on there, and they sizzle. Really wasn't very good. But this was like I think some of the Japanese food that they had. Some nice sashimi. Various sushi. I'm moving too fast here because I'm a little bit nervous about using the camera in a public place. Inari, various types of futomaki. They also had a Mongolian barbecue area. I just think these guys are looking cool. It's like we're leaving. Oh, this is a picture of this. They were showing off their their fleeces that my sister had gotten for them. Picture of the restaurant outside. Oh, this is a 7-Eleven. They just had one of these rotating hot dog things. And they look kind of like the ones we had. This is a toilet plunger thing. And on the left says Xiao, and the other side says Da, because in Mandarin, Xiao Bian is like peeing, and Da Bian is like pooping. So I thought it was just funny because the small one is the peeing, and the big one is the pooping. It has that kind of straightforwardness that I associated with with Chinese culture. It's just saw some candy at 7-Eleven I got. The Bueno Dark Kinder, really good. The Kit Kat tasted like a Kit Kat, and I realized Kit Kats are kind of nasty. On the way to the of the tomb, we passed by what looked like a TSMC, a foundry. It's a big industrial building. That's strange. Why is this all out of order? No, we were making for dinner. We were making shui jiao, and so apparently I'm not good at making these. There's a technique to it. We made about 170 of them. Then we ate them. Various inside that restaurant again. First class woodwork. Various things to eat. Here's like the gristly steak. Some good things over there. Family members I hadn't seen in a long time. That was kind of it for the day. Anything else here worth looking at? Family picture. So these cousins I had never spoken to before. So that's Min Wei, and that's Min Wei, and these are their kids. The husband is taking the picture of us. But when I was a kid, we used to visit their house, and we would spend the whole time wondering how to talk to each other because we were all really shy. This is the first time I've talked to them at all, and so it felt really good to finally break the ice and like establish that connection. And so that was the day. It was a pretty good one. Kind of tiring. Ready to go to sleep. Tomorrow, this is my last week. So, I don't know, just taking it easy, not putting a whole lot of pressure on myself. Maybe do some writing tomorrow. We'll see. I'm kind of ready to start working again, actually. Lots of good things to do, but this has been like one of the more relaxed trips, knock wood. Maybe I'm growing up, starting to get over all my childhood anxieties. So, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Tomorrow. I wonder what will happen tomorrow. I don't know.